you're entering another dimension, beyond any limits known to man. This is the universe of imagination, a wondrous land of brave new stories from the far reaches of space and time. So fasten your seatbelt. There's the signpost up ahead. Your next stop, the Twilight Zone.
Man, what was that?
Seagull, probably.
No way.
Let's move it, ladies.
But Sarge,
Now what are you crying about?
Ramirez says it was a seagull.
Yeah? From what ocean?
You hear that, Manny? There ain't no beach around here.
I didn't say it was. I said it could have been.
It was big and black, and seagulls ain't black.
Maybe it was a chicken.
Now listen up, you jokers. We don't make it back by 1200 hours, we miss chow. Bob it.
Yes, sir.
See that big rock?
Which one?
Side of the trail, about 30 yards. Climb up, take a peek over the edge. See if anything's moving in the valley.
Sure thing, Sarge.
Ramirez,
Sir,
go around the turn to the trees. If cemetery road's all clear, give me the high sign.
you got it, sir.
I'll watch your back. Now move.
Sarge wants to take a break.
What about us?
This ain't no democracy.
You hear that?
Artillery.
Could have been thunder.
I don't see any clouds. You see any clouds?
The weather's crazy around here. The enemy's 5 kilometers away.
That's what headquarters says.
Why would they lie?
So we don't turn, tail, and run.
I ain't no chicken.
Well, let's find out. You got the glasses?
Right here.
There's the rock. Go over and take a look-see. And keep your head down.
Here goes nothing.
What do you see?
Crop fields. Grass. That's all.
My turn. Wait there.
Hey, Manny, be careful. That was a mortar for sure.
What do you know? It's raining.
We better get going.
I'd like to take me a little shower first.
Oh! Manny! Manny! You're bleeding.
Go back.
Can you walk?
I said go back. There's a sniper.
I ain't leaving you here. Nice shooting, Sarge. You got him.
Take cover.
Ramirez is hit. He's losing blood.
Get him to the trees.
You were right.
Hang on, Manny.
It was a crow. I should have known. Crows are bad luck.
Move.
He can't walk.
Lift his legs.
It's too late. Promise me something.
What?
When the captain writes my folks, tell him to say, I didn't feel a thing.
Get down!
3 men on patrol, a mile from camp. A simple reconnaissance mission. Or it should have been. The year? Take your pick. The place? It might be any on a very long list. This army happens to be American, but there are a lot of uniforms out there. The men, though, never change. Their job is always the same, to stop the enemy. The question is, at what price? And what of those who wait, for whom their lives are beyond price? They can only pray that every man comes back alive. Some, however, never come back. This, then, is their story. Tale of those who fight and those who wait in the Twilight Zone.
Company, attention! One! Squad 1! One! Squad 2! Two! Squad 3!
Dear Mr. and Mrs. Ramirez, your son Manuel served in my company for... that's no good. Your son, Private First Class Manuel Ramirez, served under my command for the past 12 months. During that time, he exhibited courage and...
Sir?
Oh, Lieutenant, come in. I was just finishing the letters.
You ready for me to type them up?
Not quite yet.
Oh, if I'm interrupting...
No. I could use a break.
Coffee, Captain?
Oh, I've had plenty. Help yourself.
How many is it now?
What?
The letters.
Too many. One for every man we've lost.
I always thought...
What's that, Eddings?
Isn't it the Pentagon's job to...
Officially, yes.
Then why...
They were under my command. That makes it my responsibility.
I see.
Every one was somebody's son, or husband, or brother. They deserve more than a form letter.
Frankly, sir, I don't know how you do it.
Sitting here, writing? That's the easy part. Just the same time, I've been meaning to thank you.
For what? I'm only the typist.
Something I was never very good at.
How many to go this morning?
I've written Miller's family, Bobbitt's. Rough drafts, at least. That leaves Ramirez. I'd hope to have them done before the truck gets here.
Well, you can always dictate.
That wouldn't work.
Why not? I'm pretty fast.
I know you are, but I seem to be running out of words. At least the kind that mean anything.
Well, let's give it a shot, sir. If you draw a blank, I'll make suggestions, and then I'll read it back. You have final say, of course.
I'm afraid I'd drive you crazy.
I tell you, we can do it. Just sit me down, give me some paper.
You don't know what you're in for.
All right. Okay. Ready when you are, sir.
All right, this is what I have so far. Dear Mr. and Mrs. Ramirez, your son, Private First Class Manuel Ramirez, served under my command for the past 12 months. During that time, he exhibited courage and,
Dedication?
Good.
It was not a tip of your tongue, sir.
I don't know what's wrong with me.
Nothing's wrong with you. The fact that you took the time to write, believe me, Captain, that says a lot.
His loyalty and motivation were an example to the entire company. It is therefore with the deepest regret that I write today to inform you.
Present! Order!
Hey, Lincoln,
What?
you seen the bodies?
Yup. All bagged up.
Where'd they put them?
Behind the latrine till the truck gets here.
They laid them on the ground.
No. They put them in the little chapel of dreams, done up in their Sunday best. What do you think?
They shouldn't leave them out like that.
Afraid someone's gonna steal them?
No,
Well, they're sure not gonna get up and walk away.
we're talking about Manny. I went through basic with him.
Me too.
And Bobbitt, and the Sarge. This morning we had mess together.
So?
And now, what are they? Dead meat. That's what. Missing and presumed dead. Same thing, isn't it? Once you're on the list, you don't come back, just like Inglis and Willard and Ruiz and...
Forget about it.
We used to have 100 guys. Now how many we got? 67. Who's next? I mean, if we don't watch it, we're all gonna be on the list. We're all...
I said forget it, Cook. This isn't war games. You want to make it home in one piece? And keep your head screwed on straight or you're done for. You got that?
I just don't want to end up like I was nothing. We could bite the big one and nobody'd even know. What if they never found you? All you'd be is a name on a list.
There's the truck. Now shut your mouth and do your job. You hear me?
Gorman?
Captain?
How are things at battalion headquarters?
5 by 5, sir. Can't complain.
How nice for you.
The general says he got another pickup. How many this time?
3.
Cemetery Road?
That's right.
No mystery why they call it that.
No, there's not.
Here's the paperwork, Sergeant, plus the letters for stateside.
No problem.
Pull the truck over there.
Lincoln, you and Cook, load them up.
Make sure they're tied down securely.
Yes, sir.
Well, I better get going while it's still light. They say there's a storm coming in.
Gorman,
Sir?
keep your eyes open on the road back.
Sure will. No sweat, though. It's secure.
Now, that can change.
Yes, sir. I guess you can.
That man's always on the move.
Better than sitting in one place. Stop by my quarters for a minute, will you, Tom? I want your opinion on something.
What is it, sir?
Take a look at this.
A map of the mountain?
And the surrounding area. Now, here's our position. The black circle to the north belongs to the enemy. Roughly everything from there to there.
How roughly?
And the last flyover was 8 days ago.
When's the chopper go up again?
It's hard to say. According to command, it's too risky.
The weather?
The pilot would have to come in low because of the cloud cover and then pull up before he hits the peak. There's no room for error.
You could call in a blanket airstrike.
On what?
Everything inside the black circle.
We don't know their present location. If they've moved, the locals may have come back. Headquarters doesn't want to bomb civilians, and neither do I.
So until the weather lifts, all you can do is send out more recon.
And keep adding names to the list. Missing, presumed dead. A terrible, terrible waste.
It doesn't make sense.
It does to the general.
But Cemetery Road is a shooting gallery.
Give me an alternative.
Pull back for now, until we know more.
Somebody has to hold this side.
What if all they have is a few snipers up there?
Then we better pray someone makes it far enough to find out.
I don't like it.
You think I do? We tried the Eastern Fork and we tried the West. We stopped before the road splits and we sat there and we waited. It doesn't make any difference. At the very least, they have some well-placed spotters. Either that or...
Or what?
They're preparing for a large-scale attack.
Possible, but unlikely. The road's too narrow.
Exactly. Listen, forget Cemetery Road. That's where they expect us to fight them. You know what I'd do if I were the enemy? I'd spread out across the floor of the valley, then move up to attack our flank. That would cut off our supply line. They'd have us right where they want us, like sitting ducks.
That would also put them out in the open. It's too dangerous.
They love that it's dangerous. They don't care about casualties.
But we're not sure they're in the valley.
How can we be sure if they only come out at night? It's so dense they have all the cover they need. There's one way to know, absolutely. All it would take is one man. One. Say he climbs straight down from the camp, away from the mountain, with a night vision scope and a camera. Then Command will have all the proof they need, because if I'm right, you know what he'll see? The entire floor of the valley alive in the dark, like ants moving leaves.
It just might work.
Of course it would. Can you imagine how many lives that would save? It's not worth wasting any more. My men aren't pawns, they're flesh and blood. Oh, forgive me, Tom.
For what, sir?
I'm just spinning my wheels. We both know that that's not the way the Army thinks. Forget I said any of it. I guess I just had to blow off some steam.
That ain't the way that women are over here.
They have women here?
Hey, Sarge,
What?
can I get some fresh coffee?
What's the matter with what you got?
It's kind of cold.
Well, I'll tell the waitress to make some special just for you. Where's Lincoln?
In the latrine, I bet.
Maybe he locked himself in.
Maybe he fell in.
Well, it's about time.
Sorry I'm late, Sarge.
Where you been, Private?
Looking for the lieutenant.
Yeah? Where is he?
Search me.
Sit down, Jack, before you fall down.
Any of you guys seen him?
Not me.
Me neither.
Captain wants to know.
Well, I thought...
You thought what, Buck?
Oh, nothing.
The captain asked you a question.
Well, it's like this. Last night I was trying to get some shut-eye, but I kept hearing a noise. So I looked around, and...
And what?
I might have seen him.
Where?
Edge of camp, had his pack on, like he was heading out. But I know he wasn't on watch, and then all of a sudden he just disappeared.
What do you mean?
Well, he walked over to the rim, and that was it.
He climbed down toward the valley?
He must have.
We're talking about Lieutenant Eddings.
Yes, sir.
You saw him do that.
It sure looked like him.
Why wasn't I informed?
First I heard about it, Captain.
You did a head count this morning?
All here, except for the lieutenant. I thought he was helping you.
The valley's off limits. You knew that, didn't you, Private?
I figured he was going to do some stargazing.
Why would you think that?
He was carrying his night vision scope, which was funny, because there weren't no stars. You know how the clouds are, so thick you can't see the moon.
Sergeant Lowe.
Sir.
I want you to put together a search party.
Right away.
And don't show your faces back here until you've found him. Are we clear?
Redmond, Trulick, Hernandez, you heard the captain. Grab your gear.
Yes, sir. All right. Come on, boys.
General?
Captain?
No, sir. This is Second Lieutenant Reber. The captain's right here. Hold on. General Hostler on the line.
Thank you, Reber. General?
Captain? What's your status?
Repeat, please.
What's that?
It's the weather. It bounces the signal around.
Update your status.
We're still holding position.
Any further losses?
No, sir.
Well done. Prepare to break camp.
Say again?
I'm pulling you off the mountain.
You can't do that, General.
I want you back in battalion before the rainy season.
Not now, sir.
What? I thought you wanted Blue Company out of there.
Not yet. If we retreat now, there'll be nothing to stop them.
I'll lay down artillery fire once you're out.
But, sir, I still have a squad in the field.
What's the mission?
One last recon. We're about to pinpoint the enemy. I'm sure of it.
How much longer?
As long as it takes, General. For now, I could use some support on the supply road so I can get everyone out if they cut us off.
How much support?
How much have you got?
I can spare a platoon, but only till your men are accounted for.
Roger that, General.
Sir.
What is it, Reber?
Did you say recon?
That's a term the old man understands.
It's been 4 days since the search party went out. Longer than that for Eddings.
What's your point?
Well, shouldn't they be considered...
Missing, presumed dead?
After so long, I thought...
You thought wrong.
Yes, sir.
The next step is always a regret to inform letter. That seals it. I don't want to write any more of those, not ever. Do you understand?
I suppose I do.
With a little luck, maybe just this once, I can buy them enough time for a second chance.
Evening, Captain.
Hello, Reaver. Where's the new platoon?
Back by the supply road, cleaning their weapons.
What do you think of them?
They look like they'd shoot anything that moves.
That's the problem.
Then you're not going to send any of them down?
With 5 of my men still out? Not unless I have to.
No sign of them?
Not yet.
I'll call you on the walkie if I spot anything. Meanwhile, you ought to get some sleep, sir. I have 2 men standing watch.
Which men?
Privates Lincoln and Cook.
Hey, watch it.
What's the matter?
Somebody might see you.
Like who?
Somebody out there.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. The boogeyman? You want one?
Nope.
Might help calm you down.
I don't need to calm down.
Maybe you do, boy.
All I need to do is fast forward my butt out of here before... What was that?
The wind.
There ain't no wind tonight.
Well, maybe you're hearing things.
Douse the cigarette, soldier.
Evening, Captain.
You know better than to light up out in the open.
Sir, yes, sir.
Anything to report?
Nothing, sir.
No movement down below?
Not as such.
You seem uncertain.
Well, sir, you know how your eyes can play tricks on you.
If you're scared of the dark.
Are you?
Heck no. I always said the nighttime was the bright time. You know, Draco the Dragon.
I don't believe I've had the pleasure.
Oh, well, I used to look at the stars when I was a kid. Had me a map that showed the constellations. Big Dipper, Little Dipper, Belt of Orion. I know them all. Plus, the meteor showers, where they was gonna be. I just lay out in the backyard and wait. Zip, there goes another one. Sometimes I'd make a wish. Of course, the stars look different here.
Art?
Yeah.
The captain doesn't want to hear your life story.
Quiet.
Huh?
What was that?
I didn't hear anything.
Let's have a look with the glasses.
You see something?
I'm not sure.
What was it?
Some sort of movement in the tall grass.
Yeah?
Reaver?
Yes, sir.
I'm going down the side for a look around.
Wait, sir.
It may be nothing.
I'll send some men.
Negative.
But, Captain...
No one else. Not this time. Stand by.
We'll go with you.
No.
Maybe the captain's right.
He can't go alone.
Cover me from here.
But, Captain...
And don't shoot any uniform that might be one of ours. Here. Use my glasses. Reaver?
Where are you, sir?
About 300 yards. I can still see the camp.
What else?
Brush. Some trees on the ridge.
Sir, we can do a sweep in the morning.
Not on your life, or anyone else's.
Captain, please.
Hold on.
What is it?
Wait. Hear that?
You're breaking up.
The storm's coming. And that's not all. I'm sure of it.
I'm losing you, Captain.
There!
What?
In the lightning. I thought I saw it. Who goes there? Identify yourself. Are you hearing this?
Signal. That's a rain. Captain.
Sergeant Lowe? Redmond, Hernandez, Krolik, did you find him? Where? What happened to you? Your uniforms. And your faces. Sergeant, why don't you answer? Bring your men in. That's an order. Who's that behind you? Tom? Yes. Yes, I understand. Did you get that?
Get what?
The enemy's coming from the north. A massive troop movement. We have 72 hours at most. Tell headquarters, Reaver. Tell them now!
The storm's moved on. About time. Visibility good, sir. The mountain's straight ahead. Take it higher. You sure? Yeah, today we're flying over the peak. Well, I guess it's okay if we can see it. How's the trail look? West side's clear. The valley, too. You think the enemy pulled out? They must have. Their kind don't usually give up. Well, they could have reinforcements on the way. No ground troops in sight. The boys will be glad to hear it. There's Blue Company down below. Take her back now, Major? Maintain course. How far? North. A few kilometers. General's orders. How come? You think there's more coming? That's what we're going to find out. Increase altitude. What you got? Smoke on the horizon. 10 o'clock. Oh, man, they are coming. Sure looks like it. They're burning barbs on the way. Radio headquarters, tell them to dig in. It's going to be a full-scale offensive.
Jack,
Yeah,
you seen the captain?
he'll be along. You can set your watch by it.
That's the truth.
Every 15 minutes.
That's all he does, walking back and forth, checking the valley. Sentries ain't good enough for him.
Still nothing down there.
Then why aren't we moving out?
Ask him yourself. Here he comes.
Private Cook,
Yes, sir?
report.
Big fat zero.
You're positive?
Stone dead, Captain. What are we supposed to be?
Be quiet.
Sir.
But, sir...
Quiet.
What is it?
I thought I heard them.
Who?
Don't play dumb with me, Private.
I'm not, sir. I mean...
You know Sergeant Lowe, don't you?
Know him? Why, sure.
And Private Redmond?
Yeah?
And Hernandez and Krolik and Lieutenant Eddings?
We know all of them, sir. Or we did.
Then you should have no trouble recognizing them.
Huh?
They may have trouble getting up the side. It's still muddy. Let me know at the first sign.
Yes, sir.
He's losing it.
Big time.
Don't he know they're dead meat by now?
I don't have time.
This won't take long, Captain. I just need a word with you.
What's this about?
If you wouldn't mind sitting down for a minute.
I have to get back to my watch.
With all due respect, sir, we're running out of time. There's a big push coming from the north. We have aerial confirmation.
Yeah, just as they said.
Who?
The men in the field. You heard them yourself.
Sorry. I didn't. Afraid all I could hear was static.
But you saw them.
I don't know what I saw. Went in the grass.
Does wind have the ability to speak?
Captain, all I know is... We have to break camp now, before sundown. The trucks from battalion are on the way.
It's too soon.
The order comes from the general himself.
I'm still in command.
Sir, you don't have a choice.
We need to hold the perimeter.
In a few hours, there'll be infantry here, plus heavy artillery. They won't need us.
I can't leave. My men.
There are 62 other men whose lives depend on it.
67.
5 of whom are now missing and presumed dead. Isn't that true?
I saw them.
What did you see? Shadows? It was too dark.
There was lightning.
You saw what you wanted to see. How long since you've slept?
They were there, I tell you. Lowe, Hernandez, Redmond, Krolick, and Eddings.
You saw their faces?
Some of them didn't have much left, rotting away like their uniforms. But in the lightning, I saw burned skin and wounds, horrible wounds. They could barely walk. They were trying to get back. They must have lost their way.
Some of us went down, sir, to the place where you were. We searched every inch of it with flashlights. There was nothing. Not even a mark in the grass.
In that case,
Yes, sir.
borrow men from the platoon. Make one last sweep. Several hundred yards to the ridge.
And if they don't come back either?
What?
If they're shot at, or blown up, or burned, and you refuse to put them on the list, what do you think will happen? Do you honestly believe they'll wait till you decide? Not alive, but not dead either. That it all depends on you? Who has that kind of power?
Please.
Think! What if you never write another letter about another GI? Will they stay that way forever? The living dead? The undead? What if God Almighty goes on strike and nobody ever gets cut down again? For heart attacks or disease or old age or anything else? There'd be no room left on Earth. Is that really what you want?
Then what?
Listen to me. It's over. You can't save them all. They completed their mission. The time's come for them to rest. They've earned it.
Then do one thing for me.
If I can.
Pray for them, Reaver. For the ones who didn't make it back.
Everybody out! Unload the trucks.
Sir, yes, sir. Yes. Okay.
On the double. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Move, move.
Gorman?
Hi, Lieutenant. Bet you're glad to see me.
Am I happy? New company's packed up and ready to roll.
We'll turn around and head back as soon as I get everybody emptied out.
We didn't leave them much.
It's all right. We're gonna camp out under the stars tonight.
Tell them to make a wish.
Sir, you're in the first vehicle, front seat.
Thank you, Sergeant.
How many men?
62. Exactly.
See you at headquarters, Captain.
Reaver?
Yes?
I'd like you to ride with me.
Now don't mind the road. It was made for cows and farmers.
You're doing fine, Gorman.
I got a thermos full of coffee if you want.
No, thank you.
Maybe just a drop.
Knock yourself out. Some sight back there, huh?
What's that?
The truck's on our tail. Check the side mirror. Heads bobbing under the tarp every time they hit a bump.
Somehow, I don't think they'd mind.
Those drivers don't know the way like I do.
Never been to Chinatown, Sergeant?
Which one?
It doesn't matter. I was just thinking about Chinese New Year's.
Yeah?
They have those big paper dragons, you know, with 5 or 6 guys underneath to hold them up.
Yeah, right.
That's what all these trucks remind me of. Only here it's canvas instead of paper. And there's a whole lot of guys. Look at them back there. Heads bouncing up and down. I'm not sure where they're going.
Lieutenant.
Yes, sir.
When we get back to battalion, I've got a lot of things to catch up on. You wouldn't by any chance know how to work a typewriter.
Can't say that I do, Captain, but I can give it a try.
Dear Mrs. Eddings, in the course of my military career, I never had the privilege of serving with so promising an officer as your husband. Such intelligence, bravery, and commitment are rarely encountered in the Army, or indeed anywhere else. I considered Tom Eddings a fine man and an outstanding first lieutenant. It is therefore with profound regret that I write today to inform you of his last selfless act of courage during an incident under my
command. Incident on a Mountainside, a fable to file under ghost stories, or perhaps a brief side trip on the road to understanding. But however you view it, know that we can't forget the price paid by others in our name, or refuse to grant them the peace earned by their blood. Such matters never die, here or in the Twilight Zone.
Missing, Presumed Dead, starring Danny Goldring, with Stacy Keach as your narrator, was written for The Twilight Zone by Dennis Etchison. Heard in the cast were Jeff Lupetin, Edgar Miguel Sanchez, Gary Tiedemann, Kurt Nabik, Patrick Cerny, Doug James, David Darlow, Joby Cerny, and Norm Woodell. The producers of The Twilight Zone wish to thank CBS Enterprises and the Rod Serling Estate for making this series possible. This copyrighted radio series is produced and directed by Carl Amari for Falcon Picture Group. Sound design, custom Foley effects, recording, and editing are produced in the Cerny American Sound to Picture Theater by sound designers Craig Lee, Bob Benson, and Tim Cerny. Music for The Twilight Zone is provided by CBS and American Music Incorporated, New York. To learn more about the Twilight Zone radio dramas and to download episodes, including 6 free episodes on our homepage, visit our official website at twilightzoneradio.com. Doug James speaking.